Okay, guys, I want to talk about MGOL as this is becoming one of the most oversold stocks out there. And it just really comes down to, I think, just following strictly not your bias instead of saying, hey, it's down 41% or 40%. And it looks like a good buy, right? It looks like a really good buy. But I really think if you're in this play, you have to respect a certain stop loss because I've been there and I've done that. And if you get into play and you don't respect anything, that 20% turns to 40%, 40% turns to 60% down, and you really got to respect it. Small caps are just extremely risky. I'll just be straight up honest with you. And they can keep going down forever, do a reverse split, back to dilution. But there's also a lot of reward if you can catch one of these bottom reversals. So MGOL is down 39%. It has 50 million volume, and it is actually touching my lower band. It was touching my lower band yesterday. I've noticed, like, if you want to be the most pickiest with these settings or setups, you need to at least give it some EMA 5 time distance. I can show you lots of stocks that have worked doing this. If you look at MGOL, one of the worst stocks in the world, it did this same setup, right? The minute you give it that EMA 5 TD, and the more it hits it, the more bullish it gets. Like, for example, here on MGOL, you see how you just leave this EMA 5 here, and then you come down 1, 2, 3, and then you touch it? That's not enough time distance for like the most extreme oversold setups. I try to stay away from not trading against the trend because a lot of the times any little pump can get shorted. And so you can see how you just kind of drag it down here. The minute you start seeing a pattern like this, where you start seeing consolidation all up through here, that right there is extremely bullish right here. You come down here, instead of just going down, 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 and down, you start to see like a pattern that actually makes sense. And sure, it could just go right up here. For MGOL, but we're not really seeing any slowdown of anything. I mean, look at this. It's down, down, and down. We don't have this EMA 5 time distance, and the more I, thinking this through, a lot of my biggest plays that I made on trend reversals, you saw that slowdown, and the best plays are the ones that hug this lower band here. So when this starts to consolidate, this could make a massive move. Another thing to look at is this KDJ. We're at 6.53. It's not at extreme levels. And yeah, if you're in this, it absolutely sucks, right? But we need to look for something like this. You see how right in here, you have this consolidation pattern of prices not slowing down and it's in the accumulation phase. Right in here, we hit this lower band. Sure, it might look like a good buy, but as you can see, it can magnet to it. All this lower Keltner channel is to say is how oversold it is. It's extremely oversold if it hits this. But the difference between this and the current price is, like, look at this volume. There's very low volume, and that's why it went way under like this. There's massive volume going into this thing. So, I mean, we got 50 million volume. The last day was 38. The other was 11. It's increasing for sure. But this is just stuff that I've, learned that, back in the day. I way back I lost on some stocks too. Pineapple, I don't know if it's still there. Pineapple Express. No, I guess it's gone. Peggy, I believe I lost on way back in the day. All right, whatever. But but if you follow this strict pattern, like oh yeah, GWAP. This one was a really hard stock for a lot of people trying to catch a bottom reversal here. You see right here how you kind of magnet, below here. But then once this, you magnet so many times, you have that release bullet effect, and that's what MGL could do. But the best thing to do is just wait for, is there any type of slowdown happening? Right now we're hitting this lower band for 2 days. We don't have the EMA 5 time distance. If anything, that don't touch in 7 daily candles is long. But the problem is it's a two-edged sword. This EMA 5 goes down each day. So it could, obviously it could just rip up to the CMA 5 and it's 152% gain. It has massive gain. I just don't think it's likely to do that, in my honest opinion. We are coming into a sub 10 cent penny stock. It's hitting this 10 cent to a T, and it could break right through it, okay? It definitely could. And a lot of people had this thing at 30 cents, 38 cents, and, just outrageously high. And let's just say you take a stab at it. It's totally fine if you're like, you know what, it meets the system. You're like, or I think this is a good buy, but you better have a stop loss in case this goes down even more and more. Because you don't want to take a 41% haircut just to take another 40% haircut. And that's really what's going on with this stock here. So if you have, I think 15% is absolutely good. If you take a 15% loss, you just come into and play another stock. But always look at this. Where's the EMA 20 at? It's at the very top. EMA 50 is at the very top. This is going to go down on every pump. It takes a big substantial amount of news to get above these EMAs and stay above it, because downtrends get shorted massively. We're not surprised that right in here we get shorted at the EMA 10, EMA 10, EMA 10. So what's the occurrence to happen is if we go to this EMA 10, you better probably sell it, because it's most likely going to be going down from there. I will say this EMA 20 is due for a touch at this current price right now. I mean, the last time we did touch, but we can't base it on this alone. But 1126 is the last touch. Anything that don't touch in 2 months is long, but you can't base that alone on that. That's just nice to know, along with this lower band being touched here. So I'd say, honestly, in my honest opinion, you got to give it at least 5 daily candles from the EMA5. And you see how you literally will get saved massively on this. And if you do take it early, 15% stop loss. A key to this is the minute you place the trade, always put in order for a stop loss the minute you get in, even if you don't think it's going to hit. So, but the problem is you got to watch this stock, because after hours, that's the problem with penny stocks. A lot of them can take a dump like this. So you end up taking a 20% loss, but it's a lot better than holding this thing and it just keeps going down and down. So definitely watch this stock after hours. If it goes down, make sure you try to get out, because you got to respect your system. But for me and my system, I can make massive money on this thing, but we got to make sure we're patient. I played ADTX. It's very a stock that was in a downtrend, and a lot of the times is you see the same pattern here. The minute you touch this lower band multiple times, you tend to get a pump up, and that's really what we had. This stock actually pumped pre-market and after hours many times, going up 30-50%. And it's the same thing that's going to happen a lot of times. Price will come back to the EMA5. You start to see price, either make a nice candle, it starts to slow down, you hug it a lot, and then you get these massive pumps that happen about 70%. But look how they do it. They go down shortly after. This is a really hard stock. This is a stock that probably a lot of people lost on, but I made massive money on this stock. And that's the same thing with MGOL. I'm looking at the most oversold patterns where, it can hit this lower band many days. It can magnet to it, but the longer you give it from the EMA5, the faster it will go up to that. But then again, that EMA5 goes down every day. So try to play with the trend. I think it's my favorite strategy. It's a less annoying. You can get much, you don't get stopped out as much. Playing with the trend is a lot easier, because you wait for the EMA 50 to be at the very top, and it makes me, a strong stock like this is a different stock that we can look at. You see how the difference is? We touch the upper Keltner channel, and we come back to the EMAs. Where do we come back for the pumps on the 10 and then the 50? It's a whole different chart than MGOL, where we can get very precise. But there's nothing wrong with trading this, just understand it's higher risk. All right, so that's my analysis on it. If you guys want to join the premium Discord and see my alerts, see when I get in, see when I exit, so you don't have to worry about, hey, if I got an NGOL, I will tell you exactly where I'm looking to exit. So you don't have to be like fiddling around and be like, should I get out? Should I get in? I'll let you know if I get in. But you better believe I'm going to have a clear stop, and I know it's very risky stock. But click the link down below in YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, all you have to do is hit day trade alerts right here, and you'll have access to my swing trades and day trades for $12 a month. It won't be anything higher. It will stick to $12 a month. You'll be grandfathered into this low price if you get in right now, and you're going to love this strategy. I try to make it very affordable because, one, if you're watching this video, you're probably losing big on MGOL, and you just absolutely can't stand it, right? So you're losing lots and lots of money, and I try to help you guys out and be like, you know what? I'm going to give you guys an opportunity where if you want to make lots of money doing a strategy that works, this is the strategy, in my honest opinion, that I would do. I'm a full-time trader doing this strategy for over 6 years. My favorite strategy is my day trading strategy. As you can see right here, the day trade alerts. I give you exactly what I plan to do, and I can make you guys money every day selling credit spreads, but you're going to definitely want to learn how to do that strategy. And then my swing trading strategy is my second favorite, but these two strategies do work. They have a clear risk versus reward, clear plan before you enter, and a system that works. So I hope you guys liked this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you guys liked it, give a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys. I'll let you guys know when I do buy this in the Discord. But that's my clear plan. If you ever think it can't go any lower, it probably can. But the problem is I tend to avoid less than 10-cent penny stocks because a lot of the big news happens, negative news happens when it's under 10 cents. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.